Hello, students. A very good morning to one and all. I hope that you people are safe and healthy at your home, right? And I wish that you people are going to be very safe. In the last lecture, I have started with the agricultural marketing, right? In the second module, this is the last chapter, we have seen the National Agricultural Policy 2000. In that policy we have seen the different areas of agricultural sector where farmers are being faced difficulties. The farmers are actually being faced very difficulties in terms of the price, in terms of the loans, right? And the main important part was the marketing, how they are going to do marketing of their product, right? So after this policy we have done the agricultural pricing, we have done the agricultural finance in the details, and now we have moved towards the agricultural marketing. So in this agricultural marketing we have started with the, what do you mean by marketing? Marketing refers to all the activities where a producers, right, where a producer is going to purchase the raw material for the input till the output is not sold to the consumer. The all activities will be included as the marketing activities. I hope you are clear with the introduction of the agricultural marketing, right? Next we will be moving to, then we have seen the what are the essentials of the good market. गुड मार्केट में क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें होनी चाहिए? दैट इज अ होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी, राइट? After holding capacity there has to be warehouses. After warehouses there has to be transport facilities. Then there should be direct access to the market. The farmers can directly go to the market and sell their products, right? And the last one is the communication part, right? So we will be seeing today what are the problems or what are the defects of agricultural marketing. So we are going to start with the problems or the defect of agricultural marketing. Why this part is have so much of difficulties, right? So we are going to see the problems one by one. So as we are going to see the problems, we can find a solution for that also, right? First of all, the problem is the inadequate transport facilities. They don't have a proper transport facilities, right? They are highly inadequate, matlab they don't have proper transport facilities in India. In few villages they don't have a proper road, they don't have a proper, जो हम रास्ता बोलते हैं ना, रास्ता रास्ता भी proper नहीं है. So they don't have a proper road, they don't have a proper way to go out. इसे बोलते हैं there is even कच्चा रोड भी नहीं है वहाँ पे. In the few villages they don't have the कच्चा road, मतलब that road we even we can walk over there, we don't have that much road also, right? Only few villages are being joined with the roads, with the main highways, or we can say proper road where they can go for the transportation, right? A few villages are connected with the railway so that their expense can be lesser, but still there are few villages they don't have a proper road. They don't have a road actually. The main thing is over here is that they don't have a road. रोड ही नहीं है, बस कच्चा रास्ता है. कच्चा रास्ते में if for example if I want to, if I'm living in that village or if a farmer is living in that village, they don't have a road, right? So here the risk bearing will be the high because there is no road properly. तो रोड भी ऊपर खापड़ होगा. अगर रोड ऐसा है, so if the farmer is going to take the production in the tractor and is going to go for the market, there may be chances कि उसका जो ट्रैक्टर है वो गिर जाए, एक साइड पलट जाए. Now the production will be totally destroyed. So the farmer has to face many difficulties while carrying his goods and services to the market, to the open market. So this is one of the main reason why there is a problem in the agricultural marketing, but not providing the transport facilities to everyone. Next, there is an inadequate credit facilities. Now, in this, the Indian farmers are poor. Every farmer is not rich. Every farmer is not the middle one, right? We have the farmers which belong to poor section. We have the farmers like small farmers, marginal farmers, which they can produce only for themselves, not for themselves, or below that also, right? So they try to sell his product immediately after the crop harvest so that they can earn few amount, they can earn few money, right? So they will be selling at the very low price because they need money immediately. Whatever may be the reason, right? So if they will be selling at the very low price after the crop has been harvested, because they have to they have to repay the loan which they have taken from the money lender. Maybe this may be the reason for immediate selling, right? Then it may be necessary to provide credit facilities to the farmers so that they can provide them facilities so that farmers can wait for the right time to sell his or her production in the market. But वो credit facilities भी available नहीं है. They don't have that much credit facilities available to the farmers that they can still wait for the right time to sell their output or the production in the market so that they can earn maximum profit, but still they don't have that much time also. This is maybe because facilities advocate force take loan from the money lenders. One of the reason is the money lenders. If money lender have given time for the 6 months, so he or she, whoever may be, he will take money from the farmers after that month, right? So this is one of the main reason why these farmers sell immediately after the crop harvest. So we have to give them the credit facilities, we have to provide them facilities so that they can earn maximum profit, because if the farmer is going to earn maximum profit, then only he can repay the loan very easily. But we never think in this way. So this is one of the problem of agricultural marketing. Next one is inadequate warehouses. There is no proper storage facilities provided to the farmers, right? In villages there is no storage facilities. They don't have properly, we can say, stores with they don't have the space to put the प्रोडक्शन, राइट? उनके पास उतना स्पेस भी नहीं होता कि वो लोग अपना आउटपुट वहां पे रख सके, राइट? सो दे स्टोर देयर प्रोडक्ट इन द पिट्स, in the mud vessels, right? In unscientific method मतलब अभी जो the things which are available to me, the resources which are available to me, so I'm going to put all this in that only. I am not going to think whether my goods will destroy or not, whether this will affect my productivity or not. They will not think, they will not think like that. They will just see if I have the resources available with me, so they are going to just keep it like this in the unscientific methods, right? Which are something, for example, if he produces sugar cane, right? So I have to make sure that it should not touch to the ground, because touch ground में होगा मीठा जाएगा, then the कीड़े मकोड़े आएंगे, then it will destroy everything. Now, as per the, if farmer is going to keep the production or the output in his or her house, so the 1/5 of his total production get rotten or eaten away by the rats or the pests, right? So here, if I'm going to take output of 10,000, so from that 10,000, 1.5% is been destroyed maybe more than 1.5% is been destroyed by the rats or the pest. So the farmers are not willing to store or try to dispose of their product. So that's why, because again they are going to destroy it, again there is a decrease in the productivity. So farmers try to sell that productivity as soon as possible, because they don't want to be in this situation like this. Again, the productivity is going to be decrease, right? So this is one of the reason. So if government, or we can say if there is a warehouse where the farmers can keep their product, right, their output with the proper storage facilities, so I think the farmers can wait for the right time. But if they don't have the warehouse facilities, then the farmers will directly sell in the market at the lower price. This is one of the again reasons for the agricultural marketing. Next, inadvocate market information. There is no contract. Yeah, there is no contact in the market, right? These farmers don't know whom to talk. These farmers don't know what is the rate of the market. They don't have a direct contact in the market, right? They don't know exact what is the exact price of the varieties of crops in the market. They never they went to the market, but yeah, they may not went to the market, but they don't have any kind of information what is the price of the commodity in the market. If I don't know the price, if for example, if I am the farmer, right, if I don't know the price of the product in the market, then the price which money lender will be telling me, or the trader will be telling me, or the intermediaries will be telling me, that will be the, for me that price is the fixed price, right? That price is the correct price for me. वो प्राइस मेरे लिए सही होगा, क्योंकि मुझे तो पता नहीं है मार्केट में कितना प्राइस है. So here what they do, farmers should have this information. But what these money lenders, what these traders, intermediary do, they not provide information to the farmers regarding this part, and they take the advantages of the farmers, that they don't have the knowledge about the market information, what is the price of the different varieties of crops. So they take a favorable purchase, which is the price is favor in the money lender part, right? So again, there is against, that is against the interest of cultivators who sell the producers. Of course उनको वापस से farmers को वापस से loss होगा. So this is one of the main reason for the, they don't have the proper information, who the farmers don't have the proper market information. Next one is the large number of middlemen. As there is a large number of middlemen, the price is going to be very high, because the large number of middlemen will going to charge their commission, and the price goes up, but the farmers will be getting very less price, right? A large number of middlemen are functioning in the agricultural marketing. As there is a long chain of middleman, reduce the share of farmers. जितने ज़्यादा middleman होंगे, फार्मर का शेयर उतना ज़्यादा डिक्रीज होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. If there is 5, the farmer share will be very less as compared to the, if there is a less middleman, right? As we have shown in a study, एक study में हमने देखा था that farmers obtain only 53% of price, 31% being the share of middleman, and in some cases, right? In one cases, example दिया है यहाँ पे, in a study that only farmers get 53% of the price, 53% of the price, and 31% of the share is given to the middleman. Middleman ने कुछ भी नहीं किया. They have not even done anything. What they have done is they have purchased the good from the farmers and sell in the market. Only that much. For that, they have earned 31% of share in the price. And in few products like vegetables and fruits, the share of farmers are still less than 39%, not up to 40% also. Less than 39% in few cases like vegetables and fruits. Okay. So there is a large number of middlemen. Again, there is a loss, and the farmers will be suffering from the low price. Right? Next, low marketable surplus. The subsistence nature of farming, when production is mainly for the self consumption, is responsible for the low marketable price. Now, here the farmers, right? The farmers who belong to the small farmers and the marginal farmers, they produce only for the self consumption. Actually, अपने लिए भी नहीं करते हैं. Sometimes for the self consumption production, they try to maximize their output, but due to the less input of qualities, they are unable to produce for self consumption also. So in this, they cannot take an advantages of marketable surplus. It means they cannot sell their goods in the market because they have produced only for the self consumption purpose. They are not going to take any kind of incentives. Even they are dependent upon the market for different output. वो लोग सारे प्रोडक्ट्स तो प्रोड्यूस करेंगे नहीं. They are going to produce only few stuffs, right? And the rest all they are going to, the small and the marginal farmers will be depending upon the market for the other basic necessary food items, right? Next, forced sales. Now in forced sales, majority of the Indian farmers are not in a position, they cannot wait for the longer time after harvesting crops, right? Because of the poverty, because of the loan they have taken, because of lack of finance, whatever may be the reason, right? They cannot wait. Indian farmers cannot wait. So they are forced, matlab due to this reason, these reasons are forcing to the farmer to sell the harvest as soon as possible. Yeah, they are going to sell the productivity or the output as soon as possible so that they can repay the debt, right? So this is one of the major problem of the agricultural marketing. Next, lack of grading and standardization. What do you mean by lack of grading and standardization? It is an another defect or the problem of marketing system is that different varieties of agricultural products are not graded properly, right? They are not as per the standards, they are not as per the graded, not properly graded. They have the very difficult to fix the price of the good quality product, and no incentives, right? And no incentives or the insurance for the better price to the farmers producing better quality of goods. Okay, in this, if they are not as per the standard, so they won't be getting any kind of incentives, they won't be getting any kind of good prices so that they can do all this. So this is one of, so we have to, this is the lack one, so this is the only one solution we can do. If we are grading or if we are standardizing the product as per the quality, then they can be more motivated to produce the good quality of product so that we can give them a good price for that quality of product, right? But here is there is a lack in the grading and standardization, right? Next, malpractices is unregulated market. In this malpractice, there are large number of unregulated market, right? In that unregulated market, we cheat ignorant and illiterate farmers. How we cheat them? Because they don't have any knowledge, they are illiterate, they are ignorant, matlab they don't have any kind of knowledge of market, they don't have any knowledge of the price, they don't have any knowledge about the other parts, right? So who cheat them? Brokers. Brokers, agent, commissioners. Commissioner matlab the person who take commission, right? Not the commissioner one. So they are the person who cheat farmers. Those farmers who are illiterate, though are ignorant, means they don't have the knowledge about the price, they don't have the knowledge about the market information, they don't have the knowledge about the different stuffs which is been other than the cultivation, right? So what they do malpractices. How they do malpractices? They do the wrong weight of the output. They do the wrong measurement of the output. For example, if they're going to calculate on tons, right? So in this tons, they are going to reduce that tons, right? So this is the one of the, we can say, malpractices which is done by the brokers. So the government has introduced a standard weight and measures in the regulated market so that we can stop all these malpractices in the unregulated market. So we can just see that the farmer should not be cheated as per the weights of the output and the measurement of the output they have produced it, right? So this has to be stopped by introducing regulated markets in the rural areas. Next one, there is an indifferent quality of produce, right? The Indian farmers have indifferent qualities of their produce. The low quality due to the indifference in seeds, pest, and the diseases, right? Everyone produce in a very different quality because due to Q. There is a every, because every farmers have different capacity of investment. Every farmer have different income level. So as per their income, they are going to produce, they are going to purchase the seeds, they are going to purchase the pesticides, they are going to purchase the your fertilizers, right? So every time they have the different qualities, and depending upon the rainfall, depending upon different methods of harvesting, how you are doing it, that will also reflect the quality of the product. So every farmers have this different quality of produce or different qualities of output. Clear with this content? So we will be going next part, that is inadequate packing. The last problem of agricultural marketing is inadequate packing. Indian agricultural marketing is affected due to inadequate or unscientific packing. Packing. Agricultural products is packed unscientifically. For example, if I want to just do the packing of wheat, सो गोनी बैग भी चलेगा, प्लास्टिक का बैग भी चलेगा, राइट? बट आई हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट जो भी मैं पैकिंग करूँ, जो भी मैं चीज़ में डालूँ, दैट शुड नॉट अफेक्ट my productivity or the output which I have produced it, right? So I have to think, right? I have to think while packing my each and every output, and I have to go as per the scientific. For example, if I'm telling about sugar cane, right? So sugar cane, I have to take it as a very long. I cannot cut every sugar cane in between. वैसा मुझे पैकिंग नहीं करना है, right? If there is a packing of vegetables, so I have to make sure that पूरा दबा नहीं होना चाहिए. It should not be fully packed. There has to be a space. It should not be overfilled. The bag should contain that much amount of vegetables with a lower space in it, right? And it should not be kept at the very low rate, at the very low. सबसे नीचे नहीं रखना है. Vegetables has to be kept at the over, सबसे ऊपर रखना है उसे, ठीक है? So we have to pack very scientifically. For example, जैसे आपकी चिप्स का पैकेट आता है, राइट। तो चिप्स का पैकेट आपका एल्यूमिनियम फॉइल के उसमें आता है, बिकॉज अगर नॉर्मली चिप्स का पैकेट रहेगा तो इट विल बी वेरी स्मेली आफ्टर वंस यू ओपन इट, राइट। बट दैट एल्यूमिनियम फॉइल helps that chips to be prevented from the infection, from the fungus infection, right. So it will not affect the quality and the quantity of the output. So we have to do the same thing with the agricultural products, right. So we have to pack scientifically that should not affect the quality and the quantities of the output what we have produced, right. So these are there are 11 problems or the defect of agricultural marketing. I hope you're clear with this content. If you have any doubt, please mention in the comment section so that I can do it again for you all. Next, what are the marketing forms introduced by the government, right? Or we can say what are the steps taken by the government to solve the marketing problems. We have seen the problems in the last slide, right? We have just seen the problems. So to solve that problems, the government have did the government have categorized the three parts. First is the regulated markets, another one is a cooperative market, and the last one is the state trading. So we are going to see one by one so that we can see that what government have said in all these 3 points to just solve the problem of agricultural marketing. So I'm going to start with the regulated market. Regulated market was organized with the view to protect the farmers from the malpractices of the sailors and the brokers. So what malpractices the sailors and the brokers we have seen in the last slide, that should be protected. Who should be protected? Farmers should be protected because they are the one who cultivate the आउटपुट और द प्रोडक्टिविटी। उनको ही बचाना है हमें मैल प्रैक्टिसेस से, बिकॉज दे शुड दे हैव द राइट्स टू अर्न अ गुड अमाउंट, दे हैव द राइट्स टू फेयर द प्राइस, राइट। उनको भी सही प्राइस मिलना चाहिए उनके प्रोडक्टिविटी का, उनके प्रोडक्ट का, राइट। सो दिस रेगुलेटेड मार्केट इज ओनली ऑर्गेनाइज फॉर द फार्मर्स to protect from the malpractices that was done by the brokers or the sellers, right. Next, in regulated market they have set up a market committee, right. In this committee the members will be the state government, local bodies, brokers and the farmers, everyone will be there, right. So in this they are known as the members or they are known as the nominees of the committees are the state government, local bodies, brokers and the farmers. So in this committee, if there is we can say a representative from all the parties, so that we can just when we are going to decide a price or when we are going to sell that commodity, so everyone can put their views and at that time we can just solve the situation. Because from every, whether it's a state government, local bodies, broker or the farmer, they have their own problems. So we can just the problem which has been generally or which has been scientifically, right, so we are going to solve that only. We should not malpractice the farmers in any of the ways. The committee deal with the various activities of the agricultural product. This committee is going to be dealing with the various activities of the agricultural product, buying and selling of agricultural product, right. Next, market committee ensure, what market committee ensure over here, they ensure that the first one, they have to eliminate the malpractices, right. That was the one of the point which we have, which I have explained in the last slide. The incorrect weight which the brokers were doing, they have to stop them, right. Unauthorized charge or the deduction should not be there. There should not be any absence of grading, standardization, and there should not be delay in the payments to the farmers. So the market committee, the nominees were the state government, the nominees were the local bodies, brokers, and the farmers. They have to make sure that these malpractices should be eliminated. एलिमिनेटेड मतलब रिड्यूस, वो कम से कम आपका होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट, fixing market charges. They have to fix the market charges. They have to fix the commission of the agent. They have to fix the storage charges. They have to fix the rent for the market spaces. So that if they are going to fix this part, then there will be no much fluctuation in the price of agricultural product, right? If these are going to be changed, then of course the share of the farmers will be automatically reduced. Okay, so they are going to fix the market charges of all this. Next, remunerative price. In this remunerative price, the farmers should be earning, so sorry, the farmer should be earning through a, should earn a remunerative price, right? So they are going to supervise the market activity so that the farmer should get a proper price of the output what they have produced it. Okay, next one is the redressing grievance. Grievance, what do you mean by grievance, students? Grievance is a complaint, right? So then why we are saying grievance? Why can't we say complaint normally? Grievance means you are complaining in writing form. आप complain कर रहे हो writing form में, that to the higher authorities that there is something wrong is been happening in the market, right? So whoever maybe can write, मतलब कोई भी लिख सकता है, ऐसा नहीं कि only the farmers can write. Any person can write grievance to this high authorities that there is an something is happening in the market. So they have what they are going to do is they have an again separate cell for that. After receiving the complaints in the writing, the government is going to take necessary action. The government is going to take a proper action or remedies to stop that unnecessary things which are happening in the market or whatever may be, right? Complaints can be orally can be written, but grievance is has to be written, is should be in the written form. Grievance आपका written form में ही होना चाहिए. That is redressing grievances. Okay, next one, information about the price, right? Information about the price should be collected and required the data about the change in demand, supply, and other related activities. So they should provide the information about the price. What is the demand? Does the demand change, supply change, other related activity change? So they should know all this information. Who should know? The market committee. ठीक है. Then the second last one is helping in securing storage facilities. Now they are going to help the farmers for the storage facilities. Now the farmers to store their produce at the reasonable charges, still they get the better remunerative price, right? So here, if they are going to provide storage facilities to the farmers at the very reasonable charges, matlab the rent will be very low, right? So in this, if there is a if they're going to provide storage, now the farmers can be here, they can wait for the right time to sell their output, to sell their productivity, so that they can earn a good amount, right? It is one of the important part for the from the farm for the farmer. Okay, now the last point is to bringing down the price. They have to eliminate the middleman and unnecessary commission, right? They have to make sure that the middleman should not be more, because if there is a more middleman in between, the amount will be higher for the middleman and lower will be for the farmers. So they don't want this to be happen, so they are going to eliminate middleman. जितना eliminate कर सकते हैं हम करेंगे, हाँ. And the person who are going to take unnecessary commission, we are going to see that also. As the government rules, we cannot say rules, as per the government, they have given permission the farmers to sell directly to the market, right? But did the farmer have the did the farmers have the information about the market? How market works? What is demand? What is supply? Did farmers have that kind of information? No. So ultimately, if government is giving permission to the farmers to sell to directly to the market, but there has to be certain way, there has to be a proper way, there has to be a person who should guide them ki how they can sell it, what can be the price. So they have to be they should farmers should know the all information about the market. So this is one of the disadvantages for the farmers, that they don't have the information about the market, so that sometimes they try, if they want to try to go to the market and sell them, so this is one of the reasons, so they can back out and they can just sell to the middleman, right? So we have to just reduce that part and eliminate that middle person, and we have to just uh, push the farmers, we cannot say push, or we have to motivate the farmers to sell directly to the market. I hope you are clear with the regulated market and the committee. And the last one is the what are the market committee ensure the points, right? There are only 7 points, and at present there are 7,000 regulated markets and about 22,000 rural periodic market, of which 15% function under the ambit of regulations, right? Next is the cooperative market. The second one, the second measures they have taken to solve the problem of agricultural marketing is the cooperative marketing, right? A number of small farmers join together to form a society, right? So in this cooperative marketing, there are the small farmers, the farmers which belong to the weaker section, they comes together to form a society. So they sell to the members and distribute after deducting their own charges. So now if they are going to be a member of the society, now this the members will going to sell to the one person, and that one person will the member of the market. Now they can sell to them, distribute them only by deducting their own charge. मतलब here आपका यहाँ पे कोई middleman आता ही नहीं है, right? There is no middleman in between, or there is, we can say, one middleman. So even uska bhi charges बहुत, the charges will be very 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 less, right? They sell the product of the members in the market and distribute the sale proceed after deducting its own charges, right? So such society provide benefit in the large institutions to its member, right? If they are going to benefit in the large to the large institution and eliminate the middleman and the brokers, what I explained you in the second point, right? So they are going to eliminate middleman and the brokers. And the last one, the cooperative marketing has the three tier structure, right? Three tier structure, that is primary marketing society, then central society, and the state marketing society. This primary market society work at the village level, and at present there are 400 primary marketing society in India. The central society work at the district level, and the state marketing society work at the state level. So these are the cooperatives marketing, right? And the last one is the state trading, right? State trading was introduced by the central government and the state government. They both come together to form the state trading, right? So in this trade trading, they have taken the examples. The state governments are like FCI, that is Food Corporation of India, the Maharashtra State Monopoly Procurement Scheme, Jute Corporation of India, right? These are the few examples of the straight trading. These are the examples of the state trading. They helps to overcome the wide fluctuation in the agriculture price. ये लोग क्या करते हैं? Its main aim that they have to minimize the fluctuation in the price of the agricultural product. उनको उसमें कम करना ही करना है. It also offers, right, they also offers the minimum price to the farmers. They make sure that the price should be minimum to the farmers. The minimum, the farmers should cover the cost in it. Farmers को cost cover करना ही करना है उसमें, right? So that minimum level should be given to the farmers. And the last one, the government will make direct purchase from the farmers whenever price falls below the assurance minimum price, right? So these are the three measures of the, we can say these are the three reforms introduced by the government to control the problems or that effect in the agricultural pricing, right? So another next content I will be doing in the next lecture. I hope you are clear with the problems and the solutions given by the government, right? If you have any doubts, please let me know by in the comment section, right? Thank you so much. I hope that you people are safe and healthy at your home. God bless you all.